Anyways, so the number one thing I get asked is how do I keep my jewelry clean? Because as we wear it, it gets dirty and we want to keep it a little bit sparkly. So I have a really fun little tutorial today. Hopefully, it's all stuff you can do at home. You can use things around the house to keep your jewelry clean. I do have a little video. It's on my Instagram live. You can see it, or on my reels, where you use barkeeper soap and you make a little paste and then you can clean your jewelry that way. It's a very easy way to do it. It's non-toxic. And it's Loki. Stop. Oh my God, he's pushing into me. It's non-toxic and it's really easy to use. So that's one way you can clean your jewelry. But today I'm going to teach you 3 different ways of cleaning your jewelry. And I think the first one I'm going to show you is how to keep a matte finish on your jewelry. It's super easy to do. I have a ring here. It's nice and shiny, and I want to keep a matte finish on it, or I want to bring back the matte finish on it. So I'm going to flip the camera around. Can you see it? I hope you guys can see this. So anyways, what you will do is you're going to take this green little pad and you're just going to brush it like this. And it will, hold on, I don't know if my camera's right. I'll be right back. So then you can just scrub it like this or rub it and see it will keep a really nice matte finish. Can you see it?
Yeah, can you move your hands towards the edge of the bench?
This way?
Yeah.
Is that better? Can you see now? So you're just going to do this and it brings out a really nice matte finish. We love the matte finish here in the studio, and when you order some of our rings, they will be a matte finish versus a shiny finish. So super easy to do. You can do this every couple days, and then I would just rinse it in water to get off the extra fine dust, and then you have the matte finish. So that's really, really cool. The other thing is people ask me all the time, how do you keep your bronze from when it starts to get a little tarnished? How do you clean it? Like I mentioned before, you can use barkeeper soap. If you don't have that, I have these beautiful cloths that are really easy to use. So you just rub it like this and it takes off the tarnish and brings back the nice shiny look. Doesn't that look great? This way? Is that better? Okay. So then you can just see how clean and shiny it is. And I'm going to do it on the silver as well, so you can see I did do the matte on this, and you can also just make it a little shiny if you want by rubbing it like that. And so this cloth, it'll pick up the black, and when it gets completely black, you're just going to throw it away. Don't try washing it. It will take all the chemicals off on it and it won't work. But super easy. So if you want a shiny finish, I would use the sunshine cloth. If you want a matte finish, I would use this green little pad. So really easy. Another tip in terms of keeping your jewelry from tarnishing is to keep it in a plastic bag, just a little Ziploc bag, and store it in your jewelry drawer, or in your jewelry box. It's really keeping it away from the air and the moisture and the sun That's what protects it and keeps it from tarnishing. And the other thing is if you wear it a lot, like I wear my bronze piece a lot and my silver, the natural oils in your hands really keep it from tarnishing. So my suggestion is the best way to keep your jewelry nice and sparkly is to wear it all the time. And if you just want to clean it because you've been wearing it and maybe got dirty, I really recommend using Dawn dish soap. That's probably the best thing. And a soft toothbrush. You can just put it in warm soapy water and wash it off, and it'll take off any residue you have. But I want to share with you the most fun thing that I love doing is doing the oxidation. So you guys all know how much I love oxidized jewelry, black jewelry. And so today I'm going to show you how I take a simple sterling piece and how to coat it with the chemical of liver of sulfur to make it black. So this is just a little dropper full eyedropper that I have that I put it in. And then I'm just going to drop it into a small amount. I'd say like this much into a bowl. And then I take a toothbrush, a paintbrush, not a toothbrush, a paintbrush. And then you're just going to paint it on like this. And it turns the black color really nicely, easy. I let it sit on there. You can dab it off and then rotate it around and do the other side. And it's, I don't know, it's so fun. It's satisfying, really gratifying to watch this and see the evolution of it from being silver to black. So that's how you do that. I also will paint the inside of it because I like it to be completely black. And after you do this, I would recommend washing your hands. Some people like to use plastic gloves while they're doing this. I ran out of gloves, so I don't have it. And what makes this solution that I use so great is it doesn't smell like rotten eggs like a lot of the liver of sulfur solutions do. And it's already constituted, so you don't have to do anything with it. You just paint it on like this. And then when it's done, I dip it in water, just plain clean water. Whoops. And this one, I really wanted to keep the bezel silver. So I just used the polishing cloth to take off the extra oxidation, and it stays silver. The other thing you can do if you're doing this at home and you have a piece that you don't want it all to be oxidized is just to use a Sharpie marker, and you can paint on here and it'll protect it from turning oxidized, and then just use alcohol, rubbing alcohol to take off the Sharpie mark. So that's another way of doing it. So I'm just going to paint it a little bit right there because it's a little not quite dark enough. So there you go. That's what it looks like. It's using those three tools to make it oxidize. And then the other thing that I like to do after this is oxidized, I'm going to rinse this off a little bit, is I like to take the polishing cloth just a little bit, don't rub it too hard, but just a little bit to give it a shine. Just like that. So that's what it looks like. I love oxidizing everything. And I'm going to show you, I've got this ring on, and the oxidation, it does wear off. So I want to show you, I'm going to take this ring off and show you. This ring was oxidized and it's worn off, and I want to re-oxidize it. So one of the most important things to do is when you're re-oxidizing is you have to take off all the oils and goop that got on your ring or your piece of jewelry, so that the oxidation will fully take on it. So just take a little Dawn soap and you're gonna wash it like this. Normally I'd be doing this at the sink, but I don't have a sink where I can do the filming of this. So you're just gonna take Dawn soap, rinse it off really, really, really good so that it's clean. And the reason why I use Dawn soap is it really knows how to cut the grease, and I find it works the best at cleaning metal before I oxidize it. And make sure you rinse it off really well as well. So that's what it looks like. It's all shiny now. So this is really, really important if you're going to oxidize at home, is that you clean it really well. So after it's all clean, nice and shiny, we're just going to paint on here. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll show you how I use a black Sharpie marker. So this bronze piece on here, I don't want it to be oxidized. So I'm just going to take my Sharpie and paint it on like that. I got a little right here. And that just keeps it from the oxidation, the solution from going on there. And then you're just going to take your brush and you're just going to paint it on. Like this. And you'll want to let it sit for, maybe 30 seconds or a minute. I'm going to wipe it off a little. And you can reapply it so you don't, you can reapply it too. So you can do it in a series so it gets darker if you want. Just make sure when you're doing this at home that you do it on a cloth or some paper towels so that it doesn't get on your counter or the surface you're working on. And so, isn't that cool? So it looks really good. And I'm going to go get rubbing alcohol and I'll take off the black. Now I'm going to rinse it. And when you rinse it, see it kind of evens it out. Oh, thank you. And so now I'm going to take the rubbing alcohol, I don't have any Q-tips here, but at home if you have Q-tips, you can just do this. And it takes off the black Sharpie. I didn't paint it very well, so you see how it oxidized a little bit there? I don't know if you guys can see that, but it got a little bit of oxidation on it. But I will use the green scrub pad, and it takes it right off. And so here's my ring. Doesn't that look great? And it's something you can really do at home. I know people get nervous about it, but don't be nervous. You can do it. So that's what my 3 Trinity rings look like now after I've cleaned it. All right. So what do you guys think about that? I also wanted to share with you guys, I got something really cool to go with this. Whoops, sorry, I keep moving the camera, it keeps moving. To help you guys, I've created a little cleaning kit. And for those of you who are going to stay towards the end, to the end of this, I'm going to give away one cleaning kit to somebody for attending. So thank you guys for watching. But what it will come is a 10 ml bottle of the cleaning solution or the oxidation solution plus a paintbrush. And this will do probably, it'll do a lot of stuff. It'll probably last you a while. So you don't need a lot of it. Oh, the other thing I forgot to tell you, when you put the oxidation in a container, make sure it's something that you're not going to use for eating. I would maybe use a disposable one. Don't put a lot of the solution in here because you can't pour it back in. It'll contaminate the container. So just use a little teeny bit in your container. When you're done with it, rinse it out with water, soap and water, and clean your sink out. But always keep this clean. Don't add in the leftover from here, because it will contaminate and then you won't be able to use any of this. So if that makes sense. It'll come with a brush as well. 2 matte pads that you can use, and then our polishing cloth. So these 3 things will come together. So it'll be in a plastic bag like this and super easy. So you'll have it in your house all the time. So when your jewelry gets a little dull, you'll have access to cleaning it up really easily. So it's available now. It's $25 for the kit, and I am going to give away one today. For those of you watching, sorry, I dropped something on the floor. I'm just kind of a mess today, you guys. Anyways, so what do you guys think about that? Would you use it? Is it something that would be helpful for you to have at home? Yeah, I just get so many questions about, like, how do I care for it? What's the easiest way to do it? How do I keep it shiny? And how do I get the black to stay? I wish there was a way we could make the black, the oxidation be permanent. And I've tried all different kinds of solutions, and there really is no way to do that. So the best way to keep your oxidized pieces black is by just re-oxidizing it. And as you can see, it's not that difficult. It just takes a little time. And if you don't like the way it looks, you can always use the polishing cloth and remove it, like how I did on this ring and took off the black that I accidentally oxidized on this ring. So anyways, so I am going to have my assistant pick one lucky person, and that person will get an oxidized kit sent to their house. So I really appreciate you guys watching. So I think, do you see names, Seal?
Linda V.
Okay, Linda V. Yay! Linda will send you one. I have your address. So I will put one in the mail for you, and you will be able to keep all your jewelry nice and shiny. All right. Thank you guys so much. I will be back again next week with some other fun things. And if you have anything that you really want to see or something you want to learn about jewelry, please let me know in the comments. I would love to know. I want to create content that you really can use and is valuable. So let me know in the comments if there's anything else you want to learn. All right. Well, I hope you guys have a fabulous weekend, and I'll see you next week. All right. Bye.